Hey people, it's me again. So anyways, it's about 7 in the morning. So about the time this is going to be up on YouTube, I'm probably going to have it around like maybe a little bit later in the day, or because I'm probably going to be doing my usual stuff and all that, and it might take a while for me to like render the video through my tablet and all that, you know. So anyways, one of the things that I wanted to mention here is about the whole MGTOW again, and technically I could be considered MGTOW, but although the actual term would be more like GayTOW or whatever it is, but it's meaning like gays that go their own way or whatever it is. But I might be going into that whole gay separatism movement or whatever it is. But I don't know as far as any of my friends in any of the bear community or whatever it is here would be a part of the gay separatism in a way. And let alone if there's anybody that I know that's not necessarily part of not the bear community there, be a part of the gay separatism movement, where it is kind of like GigTow or whatever it is, gays that go their own way because of how we're being fed up with these modern day feminists trying to take over and colonize our spaces and all this sort of shit, and going around demonizing masculinity and all that, or whatever it is, all because their dad never bought their Barbie playset that cost $200, or some other little deep psychological issues that basically had absolutely nothing to do with feminism whatsoever. And it's one of the things that I say many times before when I talk about this sort of issue, that the whole modern day feminism is really a affront to women's rights whatsoever when they whine about mansplaining and all of this, and say things like, when a man looks at a woman, he's raping her with her eyes. That sort of thing, It just simply spits on the face of all these women who fought hard for equal rights, who fought hard to get the right to vote, who fought hard for the right to choose and the pill and all of that. And that people like Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn should really look at themselves as far as that goes, and then respect all of the past women's rights figures and movements in the past, as far as that goes, I mean, if they keep this sort of thing up, then it's just gonna be something like men uprising or whatever it is, I don't know. But it reminds me of like this one picture on the internet where they were making fun of like the modern day feminists in some ways, and where someone had asked this feminist, like, are you there for wanting to have equal rights or just to demonize men and all that, and then have it see like what it'd be like if it was the other way around. And then they showed basically the whole what if the whole roles were reversed, and then like they showed about like how like child marriages, but what if it was in reverse, or all this other stuff, like sexual harassment, like what if the roles were reversed and all this sort of stuff. And then even there, they even showed like the whole, like, a female equivalent of a neck beard, that sort of thing, as far as that goes, and then I forgot what was the whole thing said at the end, and then there was supposed to be, like, another picture of it where it said, like, where it was making fun of the modern day feminism, where it showed, like, this one picture of this one woman who had a sign that had, like, no men or something like that on it, like the no symbol over the male sign, and it said, like, that is not feminism, and then, like, true feminism is really about egalitarianism in some ways, not necessarily going around demonizing men just because they're men or whatever. And it's like the case with, like, what's her name, Christina Hoff Sommers, that she's more of an egalitarian feminist. And a lot of these other feminists seem to chastise her and call her a gender traitor, rape apologist, simply because she just disagrees with modern day feminism and all that. So, considering as far as how I feel about the MGTOWs and all that, I do think that they do have some valid arguments and all. But then we have the extremists on there that are just as bad as the rabbit feminists in some ways. And then considering as far as all of that, it makes me kind of wonder, what would it be like if the roles were reversed? That all of a sudden it's basically the women are the more quote-unquote dominant gender, and that men are supposed to be the more subservient gender, as it was for, like, the hundreds and hundreds of years or whatever, and then now we have men's rights and all this sort of stuff, and blah, 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 blah. I wonder how things would be. It'd be like the same way as if the roles were reversed as far as on other occasions, So, anyways, I think I had to kind of cut this right now, because I'm already getting really tired and I need to sleep and do all sorts of shit and all that. So anyways, talk to you guys later.